Hello guys, it's almost 6 o'clock. I want to make sure that everybody gets on. I start class right at 6 and I expect to see 26 students getting on live. Don't be late. It's going to be actually a very short review. It shouldn't take too long. But I want to make sure and give my students a chance to come on. So, Celeste, checking in. Celeste checking in. I need for you guys to let me know that you're checking in, guys. This is an experiment, okay? I'm not sure I'm going to be continue doing this. I might have to go to Zoom because it'll be more individual for the students. I might not be able to do it here all the time. The only reason I'm doing it here is because YouTube will save it, whereas Instagram doesn't. And I might have to go to Zoom, but I wanted to try this and give everybody an opportunity, just to kind of review. We are reviewing 8 muscles today, and we're going to start where we left off in lesson 6. So I really hope that everybody's logging in or subscribe. I have 18 people. So tell me hi. Celeste already told me she's in class. Who else is in? Let me know. I'll give everybody a few minutes. Hola Maria, what are you teaching now? Oh, I am teaching lesson 6 from the book of kinesiology, chapter 21. It'll be, okay. Hello, Laura. Let me know your name. Norma Felix. Oh, hello, Maria. Hello, Norma. Let me know your name so I know that you're one of my students. I expect everybody to, to check in. I want to call roll. And maybe that is the reason why I think maybe I'll go to Zoom next time, because I'll be able to see which, that all of them are on. We've got to get back on track, guys. I know that everybody's not completely motivated right now. Norma. Oh, Letty. There you go. Letty, you're... Thank you. I'm glad you're here. So welcome to my home. I turned this bedroom into a impromptu classroom. So look, there's my apple. Here's my desk. I know I'm not in my desk at school. It's taller. Welcome, Laura. Oh, thank you. She enjoys our video. She's going to join. I've got lots of students now because on top of mine, we're going to have some extra ones from around the world. So make sure you leave comments. But I want to give everybody a chance to kind of log in a little bit. We're going to go over 6 muscles only, which is not that many really. They're the muscles of the elbow and radial ulnar movement. So what does radial ulnar tell you? That it's the joint between the radius and the ulna. So more people are tuning in. Let me make sure those are some of my students. Oh, you're not one of my students, but you're a fan. Welcome, O'Neill. Saludos desde Argentina. There you go, Argentina. Saludos. Bienvenidos. Olga. Hey, Olga. I'm glad you're in class. Where's Jose? Where's Ali? I need to have Jose, Ali. I don't see Becky. I don't see half of you. So you guys need to tune in and, we got to get back on track, guys. I know this has been difficult. I miss you guys. You probably don't miss me, but I miss you guys. So anyway, for those of you that are here, I won't make you wait any longer. This is lesson 6. All of you should have picked this up already. And if not, if you have chapter 21 from the kinesiology, this is lesson 6 from the book. And what I want you guys to do is color the origins and the insertions. And all of you, most of you, probably can, paint, color them on somebody, because this is what we do after the lecture. We break up into teams and color them, on the body with washable markers. Make sure you use washable markers. So find a body to kind of draw the muscles on a body, on somebody that's willing, somebody that's safe. I know that it can only be with the people that you are at home with, Obviously, you can't go out and grab a body, the mailman or anything like that. We have to stay safe during this time. So Welcome, everybody. We're going to be reviewing 6 muscles of the flexion of the elbow and radial ulnar movement. So there's 6 of them. I mean, 8 of them actually. We're going to go over the biceps brachii. Remember, biceps means 2 heads. Bi means 2. The brachialis, the brachioradialis. Remember, brachium means arm. So just the word brachium there lets you know that it's, on the arm. So brachioradialis lets you know that the radialis is on the radius. On the radial bone. Triceps brachii means there's 3 origins. Remember, I was telling you earlier that, muscles are named by either their function, where they're located, or by the name of how many origins they have. So triceps has 3 origins. Anconius, the pronator teres, which right there tells you pronates, and pronatus quadratus, and the supinator. So we're going to go over all of those. They mainly flex the elbow and the brachial radial joint movement. So let me get to the biceps brachii. So the biceps brachii, and I want you guys, while you're listening, to kind of feel, palpate what I'm talking about. So this is one more way for you to learn. You got to have that brain-hand connection. So the biceps brachii, meaning 2, we're going to feel the origin. Remember, the origin is the one that's closest to your midline. Okay, the one closest to your heart, that's the origin. The more fixable, it doesn't move as much. The insertion moves towards the origin. So go ahead, and I want you guys to feel the long head of the bicep is at the supraglenoid tubercle of the scapula, okay? And it's that little indentation on the top of your scapula. That's the origin of the long head. The short head is on the coracoid process of the scapula. And I know some of you are thinking, like, why is she touching the front if our scapula is in the back? Because the coracoid process of the scapula is in the, you can feel it here in the front. Feel where your clavicle is. Feel your clavicle. Most of you should know where your clavicle is, which is, the top bone. And then right underneath that, like about an inch towards the lateral side of your towards the humerus, you feel like a little knob. And that is kind of like the hook, like the little hook of the scapula. And it's sore. You have 3 attachments there. You have the origin of the short head of the bicep, the brachioradial, I mean, not brachioradialis, I'm sorry, no, I don't want to confuse you. Let's just stick to the biceps before I get ahead of myself. And and then it inserts at the radial tuberosity. Now, the bicep is known as the corkscrew muscle because it helps with supination and flexion. So, like when you take out a cork from a wine bottle and you twist it, that's the way the biceps works. It's kind of twists and it pulls, to supinate, and it also pulls to flex. So I did something for you guys, and I want you to, to try this at home with somebody that will let you draw, because I try to draw them on myself and I didn't do such a good job. But remember that the biceps muscle is known as the corkscrew muscle because it assists with flexion and supination. And so this is what I did, and it didn't show up, but look, I tattooed myself just for you guys, the things I do for you guys. So unfortunately, my bicep didn't come out too good because the yellow faded, but we have 2 heads. Right here at the supraglenoid is the long head, and then the short head is right here at the coracoid process. So this is your biceps, and it inserts on the radial side. Radial side, remember, is where the thumb, so it's the lateral side, okay? And these are all the rest of the muscles, and we'll take one at a time. So let me talk about, the brachialis is underneath, right here, what you see, the green that I drew. It's the brachialis, the edge of the brachialis underneath the biceps brachii. This is actually the workhorse of flexion. It's underneath the bicep. Look, see, like if you see the bicep right here, you can feel the brachialis right underneath. and it originates like midway, halfway from the humerus, halfway. So this will be about halfway. Then it inserts on the ulnar side. The pinky side is the ulnar side. This is the radial side. So I just drew the edges here because it is underneath. So you can see how it comes down here and it inserts on the ulnar side. If you flex really good, you'll be able to see a tendon pop up, like right here. You can hook your finger underneath this tendon. This is your biceps tendon right here. Okay, this is your biceps tendon. So anyway, so we've talked about the biceps, the brachialis. The brachialis is the workhorse for flexion. So now let's go to the next one. Okay, I said it's the workhorse of the elbow flexion. Let me see. The brachioradialis is the origin is on the lateral supercondyle ridge of the humerus, and it inserts at the styloid process. So brachioradialis, remember brachio is arm, radialis is on the radial side. So this, if you push against your hand, your brachioradialis should pop up right here. See, somebody else is saying hello. Anna, well, welcome, Anna. I'm glad you came in a little late, but you're here now. Where's Jose? Where's Ali? I want to know where you guys are at. So the brachioradialis is on the radial side, and it's the meaty muscle that we have right here. If you push against your hand, you'll see it pop up. It really pops up really good. So it originates on the humerus, and it inserts right here by the metatarsal number 1. So I try to draw them on you, and it really does help when you draw them on yourself if you don't have nobody else. Except for, like I said, I didn't do a very good job. It looks like I didn't take a shower. I couldn't do the triceps because, but anyway. Practice on somebody, just because you're not in class doesn't mean you don't have to practice, because that's how you learn. You learn by drawing them, by reading them, open up the book, you guys, read it, and then follow the PowerPoint, okay? So then now we did the biceps, the brachialis, and the brachioradialis. Let's move on to the next one. Triceps. Okay, so triceps means it has 3 heads. And I didn't draw it on myself, but maybe you can feel it. One of the origins is at the infraglenotubercle of the scapula. So that means that it's on the edge of the scapula, almost on the lateral side of the scapula. This is the long head. The long head, because it has to travel the longest. I want to make sure Jose is in. I can't read. Okay, so one of the origins of the triceps is the long head is like right here at the end of the scapula. So feel where your scapula is, right on the edge, okay? That's one of the origins. The other origins are at the posterior proximal. So posterior means the back, proximal and posterior distal shaft of the humerus. So one of them is proximal, closest to the midline of the body, and the other one's more distal, right here. Okay, so it's got 3 heads, 1 on the scapula, 2 on the humerus, okay? And then they attach it, they olecranon process, because they are elbow extensors. This flex the biceps and the brachialis flex the elbow, the anconius and the triceps extend the elbow, okay? Oh, triceps is also known as the boxer's muscle, along with the serratus anterior. Remember I told you guys that the serratus anterior, delivers a punch? Well, it's the triceps too that extends the elbow to deliver a punch and then back. So the triceps is also known as the boxer's muscle. Okay, anconius originates on the lateral epicondyle of the humerus and inserts at the olecranon process, which that's the elbow. So I drew it for you in the back, okay? So you see it right here. I tried to do the best I could, here on the ulnar side, and then it kind of goes right here across. So this, along with the triceps, extends. Like you can see, remember earlier I was talking about muscles work in groups. So this would be the agonist, and this is a synergist because it's assisting. The anconius assists the triceps to extend the elbow. Okay, so when you're extending the elbow, this is the agonist, and the biceps and brachialis become the antagonist. They have to relax in order for this movement to happen, the extension of the elbow. By the way, I'm asking all my students to watch that review I did this morning on the muscular system, because I have a feeling that a lot of you have not even opened the book since we were in class. Okay, pronator teres and pronator quadratus. So the pronator teres originates on the medial epicondyle of the humerus, and it inserts on the distal radial shaft. So this is the pronator teres right here, pronator teres on the ulna, and then it inserts on the humerus, because this must, okay, along with the quadratus pronator, okay? This looks like a little square, and this is a little long, because think about it. These two muscles here help with pronation. They're pulling the radius this way to pronate. So the supinator is right here. Supinator is like when you're holding the soup, okay? So you're holding the soup, the supinator, that would be the biceps, and the supinator do supination. Okay, and now the pronator teres and pronator quadratus, they pull the radius to pronate. Okay, so these two here, thus the name pronator. Supinator didn't come out too good. It really faded. Okay, the supinator originates here on the ulnar, and it inserts on the radial side, but it's really faded and it didn't come out too good. But I just wanted you guys to get an idea of what I do and how I teach in the classroom. I have them have the PowerPoint, right next to you, and go by the instructions, or get your book, guys. If you don't have the PowerPoint, we don't have the same book. For those of you that are not my students, I'm sure that all of you have, the some book where you can have chapter, for kinesiology, or a lot of teachers teach from the Trail Guide to the Body. So just find those muscles, or start with any muscles and start drawing them with washable markers. Find somebody in your house that's willing to volunteer, and you can start drawing them, because it really helps visualize. A lot of times, until you start palpating and feeling and reading the directions, it helps you reinforce what you're learning. It's not the same as looking at it in a book. So anyway, we did the pronator teres, the pronator quadratus, and the supinator. We already did all of them. So really, we just went through 8 of them. So let's review. So flexion, which is the closing of an angle, flexion of the arm is the biceps brachii, the brachialis, the brachioradialis, pronator teres, and flexor carpi radialis. We didn't go over that one. But extension is the triceps brachii and the anconius. So that's for extension. Pronation going down, that's a pronator teres and pronator quadratus. And supination, like you're holding the soup, that would be the biceps brachii and the supinator. So those are all the movements of lesson 6. That would be flexion, extension, pronation, supination, which is all the muscles that we cover today. That's what they do. So actually, that's pretty much it, guys. We went over 8 muscles. I encourage you guys to paint them, color them in the paper. All of you should have the PowerPoint, so color them. There is a quiz on Quizlet that I want you guys to take. It's a short 10 question quiz, and I want you guys to take it. The name, go to Quizlet, and my username is marianellynatera, Marianellynatera. I know you're gonna have to play it back a couple of times, but all of you that are not my students are welcome to go there and take the quiz and use anything that I have on there. I have almost all the chapters on there. I love Quizlet actually. So anything that, that I teach, I offer it to everybody. You're welcome to use it. I don't mind that at all. But my students, for sure, I want you to take that quiz. I have a 10-question quiz on this lesson right here. Now, that was a very short lesson. This is a very short lesson. We're going to do lesson 7. I need for you guys to text me if you don't have the lesson. However, it's in the book, so there's really no excuse. You can't tell me your dog ate it. And I do, if you haven't picked it up, it's very important that you practice the social distancing. But after today, I don't know that we're even able to, to go out and do that. So just read the book and try to color it and take the quiz. And I will see you guys on Thursday. I want to make sure everybody will be on. I do apologize if I'm not going to make this available to everybody on Thursday. I haven't decided yet. But depending on the feedback, you guys give me feedback. I go by the feedback. Somebody was telling me today that I got too close to the camera too many times and the lighting. And, I'm not worried about the lighting or getting too close to the camera. I just want to share and make sure that you guys review and learn. So that's what it's about for me. So I hope you all stay motivated. We'll get through this, guys. You might not finish when we thought you were going to finish, but I'll make sure you guys finish. I know that Tammy and I are very committed to helping you guys in any way we can. So stay tuned, create a great evening, and until the next time, I'm gonna read some of these because I want to make sure that all of you got on. So let me see. Oh, somebody just said they missed me, but I didn't read who. Guillermo, thank you. Thank you, Sandra. Yeah, Sandra has helped me a lot. She's been my right-hand person because she's a teacher, so she's really helped me a lot. So let me see. Ana, okay, Ana Morales is on. Yeah, we miss you. I miss you guys too. Imagine. El que no veo es a Jose, and he can't be in a cantina because they're closed. Ali, oh Ali, are you back from San Diego? I hope you are, girl. I hope you're being good and staying home. Olga, yes, Sandy, everybody's been a great help. We're all here for each other. We're all supporting each other. Stay positive, guys. I don't want anybody to get discouraged and drop. Yes, you made it back, Ali. I'm so great. Yeah, it's great to know that you're back. Grateful that you're back, Ali. Let me see. Annalise, yes. It was already 6. Yeah, you're late, Celeste. Yes, Sandy is the real MVP. She's really been helping me a lot. John Wong, thank you. You're welcome. You're welcome. So, guys, I think that's it for today. I'll keep you guys posted. Look at my Instagram. I post more. If not, I'll send text messages, through Guillermo and Sandy. So until the next time, create a great evening and do your homework. Anna, you want us to review? Okay, I'll send you a text. Get ready for lesson 7.